everybody, welcome back to Record-ology. This is going to be a blast. Today we are taking a look at a speaker, but it should be a pretty cool and interesting one, so stay tuned for that. Also, wanted to mention, if the video looks a little different today, I am filming on a flip video camera. Why am I doing that? Well, I've had this thing for a few years and I wanted an excuse to use it for something, so here it is. So I may never do this again, but today's video is brought to you by 720p flip video camera, just for the fun of it. Hopefully it works good. We'll find out together. Anyway, my friend, you're not going to want to miss this. And here it is. This is a Tewell retro rock speaker. This looks to be a fairly sizable and robust Bluetooth speaker. This is the model M1A BN, made in China, and you can see a line drawing on the top there. I'm curious. I mean, I'm always for a good Bluetooth speaker. I definitely have no shortage of them. But that isn't to say I don't have a use for them, because I do. I use them all the time. I listen to streaming quite a bit. Even though I love physical media, records, tapes, I also really enjoy streaming. Okay, so this is interesting. We've got, looks like a user manual in a kind of an anti-static bag. One thing I'm noticing about filming with this camera right off the bat is it's kind of a zoomed in lens. Like it doesn't go as wide as the other cameras I usually shoot with. That's still kind of a fun experiment. I may never do it again, but sometimes I like to switch it up a little bit. So here is sort of an easy guide document showing how to turn it on and off, pairing it with your device, connecting directly with an aux, and they do include a cable for that, so that's good. Plug-in, the power plug-in, and then the controls. So we'll take a look at that. Retro rock. And then the device itself is in this box. I can tell you it's got some good weight to it. Let me see if I can get it out of the box. That would be nice. Sometimes this is the only way to get it out. It is a very tight fit. It is a very tight fit inside that box. So styrofoam packing material. Whoops. This must be the power supply. So let's go ahead and take a gander at the power supply. It's a wall wart. No big surprise there. Be interesting to see if it's rechargeable or if it needs to be plugged in all the time. This is upside down, so let's at least turn it upright. And alright. First look. The unveiling. Now this looks immediately to me like a guitar amplifier, and that's a good thing. That's a very, very cool thing. So I'm going to go ahead and set it down there. Kind of make some room here for us. So it's got like this leather wrap brown, which is neat. Really nice cloth, kind of like a metallic cloth grill, and then the branding right there. And that wrap continues around here. There was a base port right there. 12 volt, 2 amp power supply. Output is 24 watts, so that seems pretty good. There's the seam for the wrap, and we got some rubberized plastic feet. Let's get a better look at the top panel, which will be the control panel. Okay, so I love this switch. This is the power switch. I'm thinking that this is, feels like a metal panel down in here. I could be wrong. Is that metal or plastic? I can't quite tell. But we've got kind of like micro switch buttons there. This looks like Bluetooth pairing, forward and back, transport, play and pause. And then we got a volume knob. And I think that's a plastic knob. Looks like this ring will light up. We'll see in a minute. And it is a finite knob. There's a start and stop position. It's got good drag on it. And there's our aux input. That's pretty simple. I mean, it is a speaker. And I love how this is sort of inset with this trim piece. I think that looks really good. All right, let's go ahead and power it up. Starting by turning it on. Get a nice blue light there. And it goes instantly into pairing mode. So I'm going to check my phone and see if I can see this device showing up under the Bluetooth list, which I'm sure I will. It shows up as Tewell M1A, so I'm going to connect to that. Alright, that was fast, very fast connection. And let's go ahead and play some music. This will just be using the built-in microphone. That's actually what I'm using to talk into now on the flip video camera. Ambiently in the room. I did give this a little bit of a sound test, but I'm going to reserve my opinions until you get a chance to hear it coming up here in a minute. For test music, we are going to be using the album Light Electronic by Kevin MacLeod, 2014. This is on Apple Music. This is lossless. And these are the songs that I'm going to be featuring. That will save me from having to put up graphics for every one. So let's go ahead and flip through some of these songs and let me know what you guys think about the sound quality. Okay, that gives you a sample of the sound quality over Bluetooth. By the way, I don't know what codec this is using. You know, it's a fairly basic device. I mean, it's a Bluetooth speaker with an aux input. That's all it is. That's all it does. There's no EQ settings. There's transport controls. There's connectivity. There's a blue light. And this fairly rugged looking design. It'd be nice if it had a handle. But this is cool. This is very, very cool looking. It is heavy. The physical build quality sounds good. I did want to show this to you right here. So specifications, it does have two 12-watt speakers. And so that's something to keep in mind. So we got two speakers in there. And then obviously it's ported on the back there. So some passive bass action. Now, in terms of the sound quality, I personally felt that it was okay. It was good. It's got some bass. It's got a thump to it. At times, listening to some different music besides what we just listened to, it sounded a little boxy to me, but not bad at all. Overall, I would say that this is a very adequate and decent performing. It doesn't have that wow factor in terms of the sound quality that I would love to have. It's not like some where we've reviewed and you just like, wow, this is incredible. I can't believe the sound that's coming out of this. I don't get that from this, but I also don't get any negative feelings about the sound. It's just like, yeah, it sounds good. It's full, it's adequate, it'll do the job. And considering it's like a portable device, I think that that is exactly what it's for. Unclear, even looking at the manual, whether or not it's battery operated or if it needs to be plugged in. So let's find out. And it did turn off everything when I disconnected it. So I am thinking that this needs to be plugged in order to function. It's worth mentioning also that it does come with an 18-month limited warranty and lifetime tech support. That sounds awfully familiar. I feel like we said that about a different product recently. And yeah, there it is. It's a device that needs to be plugged in order to be used. So its portability that I was mentioning earlier is somewhat limited. But at the same time, if you just need a Bluetooth speaker to have sound happen, this is your guy. So let's go ahead and hook up something interesting to the aux input and give that a test as well. Now, I always like an excuse to get my Soundburger out. In fact, we could use the Soundburger with its Bluetooth connection into this device, but this is specifically the line input. So we're in the line input, the aux input here, coming out of the line output on that device. No Bluetooth involved here. In fact, I'm going to unpair my phone from the speaker by turning off its Bluetooth. Okay, and without further ado, let's go ahead and power up this guy and spin it up. This is a Vinyl Moon release, by the way, Vinyl Moon Records. In order to switch from Bluetooth mode to aux mode, you do have to hit the Bluetooth button. That took me a minute to figure out.
For a while, whoa, for a while.
Just kind of flip through the record here.
Overthinking like it's nothing to me. I've tried just to understand that. Feeding plastic fume.
That was an interesting one. Sounds good. It actually sounds really good on there. And it's fun to bring it all back to vinyl. You know, I got to bring in vinyl one way or another. I love my digital audio, but I really love my analog audio. I just love audio. And it's exciting to play a record. Just fun to play a record. So it worked well for both cases. Okay, at the end of the day, you know, I think that this gets a thumbs up. It is a good speaker. It's not a fantastic, incredible speaker, but it is a good speaker and it gets the job done. I feel like it's built well. I feel like it's a good, honest product. It is a bit pricey. It's $119 on Amazon as of the recording date of this video, $119. That being, and 99 cents. That being said, it's got really good reviews. A lot of people saying that they just loved it and that they actually ordered a second one because it was so good. Somebody else mentioned it worked really good with Alexa. And so there's that. It's got good reviews. And another one from me because, I think it's a good speaker. And I would recommend it if the price works for you. Sorry for the motorcycle driving by. If the price works for you, then you're going to get what you pay for with this. Because like I said, it's a good speaker. I like the retro kind of guitar amp design of this as well. Okay, a little bit of bonus footage because I was not intending on putting this shot in the video. But after I finished filming, I was listening to it for a while, as I sometimes do. As you know, we always test things right out of the box. And sometimes electronics need some time to really kind of warm up. And speakers especially. Speakers need time to kind of, I don't want to say burn in, but to, you know, get all the juices flowing, turntables, belts, motors. Cassette decks are famous for this. And, you know, when you're reviewing a product straight out of the box, it doesn't have that luxury. Now, not all products need that. Some do. As I listened to this more, it got noticeably better. I still think that the line input sounds better than the Bluetooth input. That may be due to the codec they're using on the Bluetooth. It could be an older codec. I have no idea because, like I said, they don't publish that info in the manual. Maybe it's on their Amazon page. I'm not 100% sure. That being said, the aux input sounded really good to me, even on the first test. But even going back and listening to some more Apple Music on here, I was impressed. The bass got richer, deeper, more powerful, and it got cleaner. I don't think it sounds boxy. I will take that back. That boxiness seemed to clear up. I'm not sure why, but I do not hear that anymore. It could be my ears adapting to it, because you do adapt to your speakers. You do some adapting as well. I do think it would be nice if it had some sound shaping, some treble and bass controls, which it does not, or even a tone knob would be good. I could use a little bit more high-end, just a little bit more high-end. It's plenty of rich, deep pounding bass without distorting. I don't hear any distortion. So a little bit of a revision. I'm going to say 2 thumbs up now on this. It does sound fantastic. All right, and that is going to do it. If you're interested, I'll have a link down below. Mostly just want to say a huge thank you for all of your support. Don't forget to check out our merchandise, our 45 adapters, our Seaberg adapters, all that good stuff. But that's going to do it for today, so happy record hunting, and we'll see you next time.